Hello, my name's James Willoughby and I'm in charge of digital content for Heliguy. We're at DJI's AirWorks conference in Los Angeles. I'm delighted to say that I'm joined by Romeo Durscher from DJI, who is Head of Public Safety. Romeo, pleasure to speak to you. Thank you for your time. Could you tell me a little bit more about your role for DJI, please?
Absolutely. It's great that you guys are here at DJI AirWorks 2019. As you mentioned, my name is Romeo Durscher. I'm the Director of Public Safety Integration. And in essence, I oversee the integration of our technology into public safety. And that can be law enforcement, fire, search and rescue. And we're also now seeing the emergency medical side utilizing this technology in different and new ways.
Thank you very much. And how is the emergency side utilising drones in that way?
Well, imagine if there is a mass casualty event and we need data, we need information. So we're utilizing drones with the ability of the speaker to start communicating with potential victims. So we can do triage from afar away, and that data can help not only personnel to prepare for deployment to hospitals preparing for incoming patients. So the whole concept of mass casualty event triage is something that's brand new.
Thank you very much. Over the last few years, we've seen a change in the way that drones have been used from hobbyist and consumer machines to key enterprise tools. How have you seen that change in the public safety sector?
Yeah, it's been a fantastic experience. About 4 years ago, I really started to focus on public safety. And we utilized various tools to better understand what are the needs of public safety. One of those tools was a partnership with the European Emergency Number Association, ENA, in Europe. And through ENA, we worked with 4 different pilot test sites in Copenhagen, in Iceland, in Wales, and in Ireland to get a much better understanding of the needs and the capabilities of the new technology meeting those needs. And that really set the foundation for additional work that was done over the last 4 years. And today, we're seeing almost daily articles about drones being used to help save lives, to mitigate risks to our public safety officials on the ground, to doing damage assessments, pre-incident work to help eliminate the potential for a fire, for example, to accident reconstruction. I mean, the list goes on.
Thank you. And is there any particular case study that stands out for you which showed how powerful a drone can be in an emergency situation?
At the end of the day, it comes down to the data that's being provided, actionable data. If the incident commander can get more and better actionable data faster, then the incident commander can make better decisions. So it's about data. We did a fascinating use case study last year in Ireland and in Wales, also through the ENA project, to better understand the impact of drones in search and rescue. And we did 50 case studies with 2 legs. One leg is the traditional search and rescue, and the second leg was drone-enabled search and rescue. And we wanted to measure time found for the victim and compare them with each other. And in those 50 case studies, we were able to, at the end of the day, figure out that the drone saves at least 3 minutes if you're utilizing the drone with a visible light camera and flown manually. So now we have a baseline. We already know the drone is 3 minutes faster on average with those technologies. Now what about if we add thermal cameras? What if we add autonomous flight functionalities? And what if we use multiple drones working together? We can cut down that time it takes to locate somebody so much more.
Thank you very much. And building on that, you mentioned in your speech yesterday that I think drones had helped save the lives of 279 people. I mean, that's an amazing statistic, isn't it?
It really is, and that statistic reflects the documented lives saved, where we have proof that the drone was that one piece that helped make that safe. The number in very likelihood is much, much higher because we don't have all the cases, but regardless, we have almost 300 people that are still with us today. That economical impact is tremendous. and the emotional impact of their families and friends, because they still are here with us, they don't have to mourn the loss, is also tremendous. So just that number alone shows the potential of this technology.
Thank you very much. You mentioned potential of the technology. In terms of adoption rates, how are they in the public safety sector?
They're really skyrocketing. In the United States, we have roughly 40,000 police and fire departments. About 500 of those have a manned aircraft unit, so they have access to a helicopter or a fixed wing. All the others, they either have no access or shared resources. So there's a huge potential for drones to come and assist because they may not have access to a manned aircraft, or to work together with manned aircraft, as we're already seeing happening. And over the last 4 years, we have seen an over 500% adoption rate in public safety. And we're still very early on. Almost weekly, we learn about a new use case for the drone. So as a community, as an industry, we are still learning how to best utilize it. What else can we do with the drone? All the different tasks that can eliminate risks to either fire or police, but also help us with data that can make better decisions.
Thank you very much. And with that in mind, in terms of the future for drones and public safety, where do you envision that going?
Well, it's data. We want to get the data to the right people as quickly as possible. Sometimes we have an incident command right at the scene. If they can see the drone footage live on a big screen TV, like what happened at the Notre Dame fire in April this year, it's tremendously beneficial to the incident command staff. But oftentimes we may want to get that data to a incident commander that's further away, maybe at the fire station or at another entity. So getting the data to those places fast with very little delay and adding additional information point to it, to me, that's the future. And on the hardware side, we will be seeing more sensor integration. We already have visible light and thermal light cameras that provide us with an amazing overview. But now we're also starting to see multi-gas sensors that are included and attached to the drone. So we don't have to send people to a dangerous area. We can send a drone that provides us with information about what type of gas we're dealing with, what kind of quantities, is the cloud moving, and that information helps save lives and lets us make better and faster decisions.
Brilliant, thank you very much. And earlier on you mentioned use cases, you mentioned adoption rates. Is there a difference between the adoption rates in UK, Europe and America, for example?
There are potential differences between a variety of different reasons, but what we see in the United Kingdom is a real amazing use case portfolio within law enforcement. There are amazing use cases and tasks that have come out of law enforcement right there, from search and rescue to apprehending criminals. Those are the ones that we want to highlight because it shows the potential of the technology. It shows how new technologies can be integrated to help protect and serve, and that's what we want to showcase.
Thank you, and that's a really interesting point and leads me on to my next question. I was at a seminar yesterday at AirWorks and there was discussion about how public perception can make or break a drone program. And someone, without putting pressure on the public safety guys, they said it was up to public safety to lead the way, to showcase just how good drones can be. Would you agree with that?
Absolutely. We have an amazing opportunity right now to, in essence, bring public safety to a next level. And I always like the reference of one fire chief who said, the drone is the best invention after the fire hose. And if we as a community can help bring public safety to the next level, then the public benefits from it. Because if we can help save that child that is missing, or if we can help to protect a building from going up in flames, or get better decision-making capabilities to incident commanders to protect his or her own people, that has a tremendous benefit for everyone. So yes, public safety has an amazing opportunity to not only utilize drone technology, but use it in ways that help the entire public.
Thank you very much. And there's no doubt that drones are transforming public safety. In terms of challenges that the industry face, what challenges are there?
Well, there are a lot of challenges, and we have overcome many of them already, but this is new technology. And every time we have new technology come to market, it always takes some time to really figure out how does this all fit in. And in public safety, we are very, very standardized and task specific. And now here's this disruptive new technology that we're trying to integrate. And sometimes there's pushback because we just don't always have the right answers. So we're still learning, we're adapting. As an industry, we are listening to public safety officials. We want to know what do they need so we can build not only the hardware, but also the software to meet those requirements. We want to make their jobs easier and more safe. And so together we're learning, we're adapting our platforms, our softwares, we're building relationships with ecosystem partners that can provide solutions. And all of this is just falling into place as we speak. And it's, to me, very, very exciting. I mean, just last year, we had a large-scale deployment in California during our wildfires. And I was part of a team that responded with 16 public safety drone teams from both law enforcement and fire. And together, we operated over 600 missions. We flew fire scenes, we did mapping projects, we did body recovery projects. It was tremendous to see that large-scale deployment are already happening, fully integrated into the airspace with manned aircrafts still flying over us, dropping water at the front lines. We can do all of this today. Imagine what we can do in a couple, 3 years.
Thank you very much. And if there are any police departments or fire departments that listen to this interview, have been at AirWorks this year and have heard the benefits of drone technology and are interested in starting their own drone program, what advice, what tips would you give them to doing that?
There's one thing that is crucial. Start small. You find one use case that you want to focus on. That could be accident reconstruction. If your department is able to reopen a road 25 to 40% faster than with traditional methods, that's a big win. That means the public can use that road quicker. That has a financial big economical impact. It gets you home sooner. Those are big wins. So start with one use case. Get good at it. Network with other departments that have already an established drone program. Don't reinvent the wheel. Somebody has already done a lot of groundwork. We are happy to make introductions and network. That's part of AirWorks. That's why so many entities have come to AirWorks to meet others, learn from others, so that they don't have to reinvent the wheel.
Thank you very much. And you mentioned AirWorks, a great event for knowledge sharing, for innovation, learning about the industry. For you, what have been the main takeaways from this year's event?
We are so much more mature from last year or the year before, and that shows that this is a serious solution. It has already become something that is fully integrated into departments, and that is exciting to see. Look, we have departments from all over the world here today. That's an amazing attest to the belief into this technology, its capabilities. We have departments, we have the second largest department of the world here with us today talking about the drone technology. We have Los Angeles Fire Department, which is the third largest department in the United States, also talking about it. Obviously, no matter how big or small your department is, the drone potentially has a home or a place, but just start small and then scale up.
Thank you very much. And AirWorks this year has provided Heliguy with a chance to come across and speak about how we're helping drone programs. And we also are able to announce exciting news that we're launching in America. Now we're a DJI Gold partner. We're awarded a European award for our enterprise drone programs. What's your thoughts on Heliguy launching in America?
This is exciting, and you're crossing boundaries, just like a drone does. And that's what it's all about. We are one ecosystem across the globe. Yes, there are differences how we operate between areas, but we can all learn from each other. You can now bring your experiences over here, learn from our experiences, bring that back. There are so many great benefits.
Thank you. Romeo, this has been a fascinating conversation and I really appreciate your time. Before we go, is there anything you would like to add to what we've discussed today?
Yeah, absolutely. If you're a hobbyist or a commercial operator, please obey the law and regulations wherever you're flying. Don't interfere with public safety operations and don't interfere with large-scale operations. You could hinder the efforts of fire or law enforcement. But have fun, enjoy, be creative out there, and utilize this technology to help your business, to help your creative mind, and have fun.